Hello, Double Talk 73 here, your fishing friend. I hope you had a good week so far. I got my smoker going this morning. Got it fired up so I can smoke.
Stream Elements said, Bloodhawk 73 is now live.
Hey, I'm now
Streaming
alive.
Fishing Planet, and Kaiji no RI grinding toward 100 and drops till July 21st.
There you go. Uh-oh, what we got here? Hello.
Hi there, this is Anna Catherine from Habitat for Humanity. How are you doing today?
We haven't forgot y'all. We just don't run around all the time, okay?
No worries. I just wanted to check in and make sure you got my text message.
I did.
Regarding that. Okay, perfect.
Bye.
Glad to hear it.
Trying to give something away and they're bugging me to death. But anyhow, okay, back to fishing. Now, when you get to level 96, let me get one of these reeled in. Easier to show you when it's reeled in. Yes, ma'am.
Hi there. Sorry, it seems like we got cut off.
No, ma'am, I hung up. I'm streaming online.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I did not know about that. You
Bye.
have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Good Lord. Lordy. Okay, here we go. When you get to level 96, I know that's a long way for a lot of people. It was for me too. This is the reel you want to get. Jacob content 18,000. The reason being, look at this, 51.2. That's the fastest retrieve of any reel that we've got so far. Those big fish that you're losing when they get out over 250 feet, and you try getting them in, and you get a fish escape low line tension. This one will prevent that. Since I've got this reel, I think I've lost 2 fish, and that was when I was swapping rods. It wasn't because the reel wasn't reeling fast enough. When I get 2 fish on, sometimes I try to play both of them, but this will save you a lot of problems. Also, get this Mizzou Jig 5.5. They fit good together. Use this Kaiji Fluoro .0433. They match up good. The black squid chain, 8-inch, 5 pieces. Okay, and this little glow at night trolling octopus, 4.4 and 9/16 ounce with a 10-aught hook. So I have both rigs set up the same way. This line seems to have a better strike rate, which that's kind of what we need. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. Anyhow, and this is when I fish. I fish at night peak right here. You catch one fish and you skip several days to get to another one, so I don't worry about that, but I skip until I can get to this night peak first of all. Okay, and this is where I fish. I start up here. This is where the marlin are. Start up here, and I troll all the way down through here to about here. You see, this is where my boat is now. So I'm in that area, and I'll keep an eye on it. I want to try to follow the contour of this underwater ridge right in here. Okay, see, there's other people in here too, several other people. Okay, let's see if we can catch some fish. La la la. Oh, I went to to the Maldives, and I caught some swordfish. The problem being, I caught a 450-pound swordfish, and it only had 19,000 XP. If I catch a 450-pound yellowfin or bluefin, I get 40 or 50, 60,000.
And 11K0N
Hey, Nikon.
said, "Hey DB.
Hey, buddy. So I came back to Koji no Ri for that reason. And that reason alone. Catch more fish, and it seemed like I get better XP for the larger fish. And everybody got different ways of playing their fish. I use my magnifying glass on a space bar, so I don't have to keep holding down on that left mouse button. And I try to find a place where my reel is not being in a red, because when it is, the fish is going out. Sometimes I can find a spot like that. And if it goes all the way down to nothing, you'll see that the fish, I hope, doesn't get off after I told you it wouldn't. A nice fish to start with. Probably a trophy anyhow. My bit rate is still all the way down low and in the red. Well, this is a nice fish. This is a good start for today's fishing. But I'm a little under halfway to 97. I think it's 97. I forgot now. We'll find out here in a minute when I catch a fish. If I catch it. There we go. See? Then I stop. If I find that area, and it'll stay there, it's just, see how fast it's reeling? And it's bringing it in. But this is what I do all day long, almost. I did it about 5 hours yesterday. I went up getting to the next level, and then worked on getting on down to where I am now. I'll show you in just a minute when this fish comes in. But good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. Like I said, I got my smoker out there getting the charcoal heated up. This afternoon when everything, I've got small briquettes to get everything going. Then I got big chunk charcoal to do a lot of the cooking. When it's good and hot, I'll put those pork chops on. I got some 3/4 inch pork chops. Ooh, yeah. Marinated in the marinade and apple juice all night long. And my wife rubbed them a while ago, so she stuck them back in the bag with a rub on them. Get them out and let them sit out for a couple hours. Let them get to room temperature. Then I'll slap them in the smoker and let it roll. Thing about pork, you can undercook it and create a potential problem. And if you overcook it, it's like leather. So you got to hit somewhere in between. I put a water bowl in the bottom of my smoker so that the moisture, the meat stays a little bit more moist. That might be easy for you to say. Come on, fish. Now, I don't have the fan on right now. If I have my fan on, when I'm not reeling, I think it was Worm Bouncer said it sounded like I was still reeling, but it was the fan that I had in the microphone was picking it up. Pretty good mic. That blue snowball. Come on. The fish that I don't like, of course, they're usually pretty good sizes. They get down about 20 or 30, and then they start running, and then they run out over 200 again. That's usually a nice big uni. Come on, fish. And here we go. Here we go. Come on. Don't you? Come on. Come on. A lot of people watch my videos and say, that makes me nervous to see you jump around like that. But there's a method to my madness. I'm trying to keep reel from being maxed, because that's when the line's going out. Or not coming in, one way or the other, however you want to say it. It's a nice fight. I caught 2 new PBs yesterday, a blue fin and a yellow fin. I thought that's pretty cool. Back to back. That's why this is such a good area. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Another PB. How about that? Yellowfin. I said, I get 416 pounds. Nice fish. I like that one. I like the extra. Ooh, pretty fish. Press my H key, get rid of that mess. My down arrow. Here we go. Go that way, just one. Okay. My keyboard, I have to function F12 to take a picture. Pretty fish. But see that? 60,000 XP. That 450 pound swordfish I caught was 19,000 XP. And it put up the same fight. So, okay. How much further have I got to go to get to the next level? I've got 1.5 million. An eternity, right? Now we'll just catch fish, one fish at a time, hopefully. People have different ideas where they like to troll at. I like to troll about 50 feet out or so. And I like to troll at 3%. I used to troll at 4 and 5. It seemed like I didn't catch as many fish. And see, I'm right at the end of where those big accumulations, all those fish are. I could turn and go, but I've caught fish down in here too, so we'll see what happens. I'll turn and go in a minute. See, I'm going away from the island. Here we go. There's a little fish. Got away. Got off. Didn't hook up. Didn't hook up. No fish on. No fish on. Come back. Now that one's on. Hear the water splash, splash. Like I say, I'm right at the top. I'm trolling around the top. Da, 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 dee, dee, dee. Now there are people catching a lot of those big swordfish, and reef shark, and marlin over there. I just didn't have any luck. So I come back here where I knew I could catch fish. Bird in the hand. When I get to 100, where I can get to max gear, I don't think there's a faster retrieve on a reel, so this is probably the reel I'll continue to use. But I can get a stronger rod and stronger line, so that should be able to give me a little bit better chance of fighting some of that large sailfish, swordfish. Sailfish too. Not only that, when I get up that high, I can get this night trolling octopus I like to use. I can get 8 ounce, so it'll sink, and it seems like the smaller swordfish are at the top, the larger one, and the sailfish are down deeper. So you got to get. I try to let that sink. I didn't have any luck with this 6 ounce. Is it 6 ounce? 4 ounce. 4 ounce. See, now here's a 0. Now if I didn't have this reel on here, that fish would be gone. But anyhow, I put out a 28 ounce sinker a bottom rig, just to see how deep the water was where I was fishing. It went down 300 feet, and I was about a third of the way down. So the water must be close to 1,000 feet deep where those big fish are. And this 6 ounce, 4 ounce lure wasn't going to get down there. It was not going to get down there. So I'm looking forward to getting that heavier lure. See, we had on 10. Here we go. At least it's a trophy, I think. Or did we get back-to-back unis? That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? What we got? What we got? Just a big bluefin. Boy, it put up a good fight, didn't it? See, I'm a little over a third of the way to the next level. Da-da-dee. To 98. Da-da-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee. And see, this is out here where there's no fish. According to sonar. Hey, looky here. See, there's no, caught that where there's no fish. But I'm running that ridge, see. That's why. I need to turn to my left a little bit, looks like. I'll get up here. Raise my anchor. Get your motor running. Turn just a little bit. See that island out there? Or ship, whatever it is. It seems to be in the same place a lot. It's an island. So I like to be a little bit, that keeps me right on that underwater ridge. Catch some fish, get some fish. Grinding, grinding, grinding. My buddy from upstate New York, real time, I saw he was in this room, but it don't look like he's fishing right now. Oops, keep an eye on what's going on here. Can't catch fish if you don't watch what's going on. I like to go to the top, put my anchor down, go back down, and then fight it with the anchor down. Albacore or skipjack? Which are you? Skipjack. Hey, fish is a fish. I don't care. Sometimes when I go up there, I forget to raise my anchor. Then I wonder why the boat ain't going nowhere. It don't go very good with an anchor down, do it? Duh, no duh. Oh, I can show you this. This one I caught yesterday. When I caught that one, I was number 2, or 22, I'm sorry, 22 on the leaderboard. Which, I thought that's pretty cool. Not that it'll get you a cup of coffee if you got a buck or two. Doo-doo-doo. I tried doing this, zooming in and watching the tops of the rod. That didn't work too good either. Just watch them dip. Now sometimes, just like on other locations, you can use your line. Your line will take off for the rod dip. That gives you an indication that the fish is after it anyhow. Are we back in those fish yet? Oh, I see them coming. Da-da-dee. My little doggy. Oh, she's outside. I'd look and see if she was on her chair. This is something I've had for a long time. It's a gaming sleeve. My arms get dry. My elbow gets dry from being on this computer desk. I forget what it was called on Amazon. That one got away too. Didn't hook up. Go back out. But anyhow, it protects my elbow. It's got a little extra padding at the elbow and the forearm. I think it's for soccer. Excuse me, football. So it works real good for gaming because this is an area you lay your arm down on the computer desk and your elbow too. So it works real good. I got two of them, but this one I don't do too much with in the game. There we go. Got a little in. Nope. Not yet. Not yet. You see where I am. See, I'm out of where I need to be. I'm out where I need to be, not where I need to be. So let's go up here. And let's cheat a little bit here. So I'm way down to the right. I mean to the left of where I need to be. So raise the anchor and get up at where I need to be. See, there they are. There'd be the fish. It's on that ridge, I said. Got to be there to catch them, though, don't you? And hit my anchor. Stop the motor. Yeah, back to catching fish. Good Lord willing. A good game willing. Want a tutter. See, there they are. Okay. And there it is. Oops. Didn't hook up. Neither did that one. They missed that hook up. They run that line out. Take that lure and run with it. There. Did you hook up? That one did. There we go. R key, A key, R key. Sometimes you have to do that R key a couple times to get back down there. And see, I'd have lost that fish if I didn't have that fast retrieve reel on there. I don't know if you can buy it here. No re or not. Japan. I just call it Japan. It's easier to say. Kaiji no ri. Okay. Oh, one thing interesting. When I was over at Maldives, I threw a lure out. This rig I got on here, I threw it out about, I don't know, 200 feet and just let it start sinking and caught a fish on the way. While it was sinking. I thought that's pretty cool. On the way down. Oh, what we got here? We got something. It's a big fish. Big fish. Bigger fish. That's Italian fish, isn't it? A bigger fish. Y'all know I was vaccinated with a phonograph needle, right? I like to talk. That's why I enjoy streaming. Oops, took my magnifying glass. Why are you not reeling? Are you not reeling? Because I didn't have the space bar pressed down. How about the young guy that won the home run derby contest at the All-Star? His dad was the pitcher for him, and his son was catching, which I thought was pretty cool. A real family affair. I'm sure that was just as important being there with those two family members as actually wind up winning it. That's just icing on the cake, huh? I would think. I'm gonna go let my dog in here, and after I get this fish in, I'll be right back. But she's been outside. She chased the ball over. We got a baseball, and then a rubber ball that's got thicker bands around it. Sometimes she'll chase it, sometimes she won't. This morning, she chased the baseball down the hill in the backyard and hit it as she went by, and then just went somewhere else. Did the same thing with the other one. Then Brett went down the hill and threw it back up the hill, and she chased it back up the hill and did the same thing. Then he threw it just a little distance, and she grabbed it and ran over the side yard, laid down and started chewing on it. And then when she saw us going in, she'd come running over and laid down in front, just barely in the grass off the sidewalk, the back door, and started chewing on it. So I figured I'd just let her lay out there and chew on it. Come on. Come on. What are you? There we go. Look at that. 51 XP. 51,000. I like that. Okay. Let me throw this back out here. And I'll be right back in. Be right back. Okay, she's ready to come in. Back to fishing. Where'd the fish go? Oh, see the time? They left for 10, they disappear. That's okay. Let's see if there's still anything hanging around. There's real time. Dave is one of the few people that I Discord with. And hit it and run. But I don't like the Discord when I'm streaming because somebody talking to me in chat and I'm talking on Discord, and sometimes it gets convoluted, so I just uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. R A 1 2 3 4 R. A small big eye or a uni albacore, which is it? Find out in a minute. Da-da-dee. Uni skipjack. Uh-huh. R. Raise the anchor. Get your motor running. Dead out on the highway. Looking for. Plus also. I forgot what I was going to say. That's how important it was. See, the guys at level 56 and came here. That's tough. Let me see if I can help him. Or her. Level 56. I have a list here somewhere. Hold on just a minute. What lake can he go to? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Loop-de-loop. Blue crab. try to help somebody. That's what we do. Learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. Just like do. You can lead a horse to water, and I think you know the rest of it. I kind of stayed on the way see how the line went left and right, whatever. True that. Expensive education. Incorrect command. Another small fish. But a fish is a fish. A fish is a fish, of course, of course. I wish you could see this. I just got a notification of incorrect command. I don't think I've ever seen that in chat. Something different. That's funny. All I did was hit my enter. I'm getting off the beaten path again. I'm gonna have to get over there on off the beaten path. We'll go up here and turn around and go back. We'll do. How about that? Da da da. Dee dee da. Da da dee 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 dee. Da 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 dee. Lower speed, the boat, big boat turns slow. Da da da. Da da dee 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 dee. Da da da. Da da dee.
Tackle World.
Hey, Tackle
Said.
World.
Morning DB, how goes the fishing?
One at a time. Welcome to my family-friendly stream. Da da dee. Started right off with a big old PB yellowfin. That was a good way to start. I like that. How about yourself? Doo-doo-doo. Hope your day's going well. I got my smoker out there fired up. It's yeah, I missed that one. It's up to temperature now, but I gotta let
Tackle World.
let it sit there and
Said.
smolder.
All good here.
Good answer. I'll let it sit there and smolder. I need to get the set the meat out for a couple hours and let it get to room temperature. Our refrigerator, man, is a Frigidaire. Man, is it cold. Holy smokes. And that's just suggested temperature. I mean, it freezes milk in the glass. Well, did you come back and get it again? Nope. Get it again, but you didn't take it either. So it takes a couple hours for meat to get to room temperature. You can try one more time, won't you? Ah, didn't let it hook up long enough. See, that's my fault. That's a lip ripper. Got one there. There we go. A lip ripper. That's what you call a good bass fisherman. They lip rippers. Because when they set the
Stream
hook,
Elements. Said. At Tackle World has been following Bloodhawk 73 for 3 years 9 months 15 days 22 hours.
Totally awesome. Totally awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Almost half the time I've been on here. I appreciate you. This first week in November this year, I've been on here 8 years. And the first one or two wasn't too bad. That's what I tell people about this. I tell people my wife and I have been married 51 years, but the first one or two wasn't too bad. But I only say that when she can't hear me or when I'm out of arm's reach. I got a good wife. The Lord really blessed me. I don't know what I did to deserve her. It must have been in a previous life, because I doubt if it was in this one. And we have our ins and outs and arguments and whatever. Just
Stream
like
Elements.
any married couple.
Said. At N11K0N. N11K0N has been following Bloodhawk 73 for 4 years 4 months 16 days 3 hours.
Awesome. Totally awesome. Thank you, Nikon. The ridge is turning. Oops, you gotta start the motor before you move it, don't you? Buy me books, send me to school, and I eat the covers. Da-da-dee. Oh, that ridge is turning. I remember seeing that now. Gotta turn with it. Da-da-dum. Dee-dee-dee-dum. Dee-dee-dum. See what else I need to do. I need to go to a 9 o'clock peak. And see, people say, that's $3,000 a day. Yeah, but that's one fish. A small fish. So don't worry about it. I've got $1 or two. It's raining. Cool. It's the first time I've encountered rain here. That's pretty cool. Well, how far we gotta go? There it is. Yeah, you're going when you decide to go to Maldives and not buy the DLC. This is what you need a lot of. I got 62 million because the gear is very expensive. Well, I got out of the groove again. So let's just fish here.
Shoot 2K God said, how is the stream going, Dad?
Doing fine, buddy. Going fine. But like I've said before, I don't know why, but the last couple of times I've streamed, my bit rate is, it's almost through the floor. I'll get my gear in and reposition.
Shoot 2K God said, I can fix it.
Okay. We'll do it later. But thank you, son. Let's see. Let's go right down here to this one. Now we can go this one. Da-da-dee. Da-da. And I want to be going towards the island. So we're going to have to start the motor. Get the motor running. Head out on the highway. I know if I aim towards that side of the island, when I get down closer, I need to be aiming like that. We'll go with that for now. I'm hoping to stay on here for people that don't have their drops yet can get their drops. They ain't much, but hey, bait coins and money. If it's free, it's free. Oops, see there? Gotta be where the fish are. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. My son that asked me how the stream was going a while ago, he used to buy and sell high dollar tennis shoes, sneakers, whatever you want to call them. And he had a pair that were black and white check and all kind of color and designs. And we went up to a Nike store up in Gatlinburg, just check out their inventory, see if he could find something there he could maybe make $1 or $2 on. And we were walking in, and this kid was walking out of the store and looked at him and said, "Hey, I'll give you $500." He was wearing them. He said, "I'll give you $500 for those shoes." Brett said, "Nope." Walked on in. I said, Brett, he said $500, son. He said, Dad, they're worth $1,600. Thought that's funny. Got to be where the fish are to catch fish. I used to like to irritate new players, you know, just mess with them. I was up at St. Croix, and this guy said, how do you catch fish here? And I said,
KDog013
hey, K-Dog.
said, hello DB, good to see you.
You too, buddy. I said, either, well, actually, you got to use a hook, line, and sinker, or hook, line, and lure, and you got to put them in the water. Well, he didn't like that. He said a few things that were deleted because of the way I have my streams set up and everything. Over 9,000 words and phrases that I want this to be a family-friendly stream. 4-letter words don't get the job done. Or innuendos. Now there are people that try to find their way around them, but my chat bot's pretty good. See, now that one would have got off too if I didn't have this reel on there. This is a great reel, I tell you. Big eye tuna. Big eye. That's my guess. What we got here? What we got here? A yellowfin. Yellowfin, big eye. XP is XP. Have any of y'all experienced a rogue wave coming at your boat when you're fishing here? Starts right out in here. It's like a fish trying to get on, and then it comes at you. It's like a torpedo in the water coming at you, or a submarine or something, and then it disappears. And I've also, when I'm up here, I've seen it go both ways. I've seen it start out here and come at me. I've seen it start here and go away. It's interesting. I don't know if it's just something unique to my setup or what. Oh, here's something else. Somebody was fishing with me the other day told me, when you go to Maldives, if the cruise ship or one of the sailboats or somebody else's boat rams you or runs into you in your catamaran, it'll tip it over. Now, if you've got a fish on, won't matter, you can keep on reeling, but it will upright itself, but it will tip it over. I don't know if it dumps all your fish out of your hold in the water or what, I don't know. Let them run out there just a little bit and stay. And I think they were blue heron the other day. I was fishing during the day, and they come flying over the boat. I mean, close. Their wingspan was like from there to there. It's a big wingspan. There was a lady here in Chattanooga got killed by one. They were fishing down below the dam, catching brim, and throwing them up on the bank, up on the rocks. And blue heron landed down there and was eating the fish. So in a little bit, she wanted to get a neat picture. So she took one of the fish, and held it out in front of her like this, and was looking at the camera, and that heron, you know, they got a long bill, came over and stabbed that fish, and stabbed her in the chest and killed her. She died. First of all, not too smart, but you don't mess with wild creatures. They are just pure instinct. Now I know that blue heron didn't intentionally try to hurt her, but you're going to get that food. Going to get that food. My chat just disappeared. You see that? I don't know what happened to it. Another bug in the game. I didn't do it. I wouldn't know how to make a chat whole box disappear. Any suggestions, anybody? Could restart the game. Or leave and come back. It'll put me back in the same place. It should anyhow. Lots of birds. I must. Oh, this is where the fish are. Lots of birds. That's where the fish are. There it was. Now, why? What did I do to make it disappear? I hit a key or something accidentally. What did I do? That wasn't it. Let me get my screen up here so I can see what's going on. I think all it's going to show is that. Tab. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll just keep on fishing. But it did come back. That was kind of weird. Momentarily. Let's see if I can do something next fish I catch, if it'll let me. Gotta catch a fish first though. I know that F12 just shuts down the windows, goes back to the login screen. What did I do? Wrong shift? No. Now let's see if we can get this fish in. Didn't come back that time. Oh well. It'll come back sooner or later. Or not. See, that was small enough I didn't even have to stop the boat. Don't rock the boat, rock the boat, baby. See, now I'm back over here. Not quite where I really
KDog013 said, "Man, it's crazy hot and humid here this week.
Tell me about
I
it.
went to Napa and when I came out my sunglasses instantly fogged right up, haha.
I can believe it. I can believe it. Our we're at 85 right now. High today is going to be 92. And let's see what else we got here. Air quality is 31. That's good. We got rain moving in. Sun protection 6. Wind 7. Got a half inch of rain. Dew point 73 degrees. But I agree, here in southeast Tennessee, it is muggy. We got so hot the day before yesterday. Hot and dry, really. Late in the afternoon, my front and backyard need mowed. Well, normally I have to mow it slow because the grass collects a lot of moisture, of course, and the yard looks bad. I got to double cut everything because it clumps up out of my zero turn. Well, it was so dry. Normally it takes about 40 minutes, 45 minutes to cut the front of the backyard with a 42-inch cut. This day it took me 20 minutes. I cut it in, I mean, man, I was moving on. The grass was so dry. Powdery dry. But the other morning, we had such a heavy dew here. When Claire went outside to do her thing, she was licking the dew off the grass. Yeah, it was funny. She likes to drink the condensate water out of the air conditioning. Got a hose that runs it out the driveway and it runs across the driveway. It used to go out the front of the house and in the yard. I didn't care for that. So I cut a hole in the brick in the block and run it out across the driveway. And she likes to lick that off the concrete too. She's a funny dog. But she's a good dog, aren't you, girl? Yeah.
KDog013 said, I've been keeping my bay door shut during the day, but when I got back from Napa I had a chipmunk trapped in here, so I had to leave it open and chase him out.
That's funny. Now, what I get is we get little baby gophers. That's where I want to be. And let me get out of here and open up the other map. Nope, I need to be to my left. I need to go this way, don't I? Yeah. I'm getting out of my pattern of most resistance, I guess you're going to say it. Da-da-dee, da-dee-dee-dee, da-da-dee. Dee 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 dee. Da 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 dee. Get back where the fish are. Da da dee. Dee 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 dee. Da da dee. Da da dee. Now turn around, get back toward the island. Da da dee 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 dee. Somebody out there fishing, aren't they? Da-da-da. Oops. Cut my motor off. Now, cut it off again. Shame on me. Da-da-dee. Don't go too fast if the motor ain't running. Do it. Da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Put her into the wind. Put her into the wind. Here we go. Da da dee da dee dee. Da da da. It's nice to be able to catch fish where the fish are, isn't it? Or where they're not. Da da dee. One summer, our air conditioning went out. I forget what kind of unit we had, manufacturer, I mean American Standard or whatever it was, but it had a VFD controlling the compressor motor. Well, I don't know if y'all remember or not, but I retired as an industrial electrician. In order to have a VFD control an electric motor, the motor has to be rated for VFDs. Well, this one wasn't. So we had the thing in there about, I don't know, 5-6 years, and it burnt the motor up. So we called the company that we had our contract with, and they said, well, we'll get one out there. It was weather like now, hot, and my wife at that time was going through chemotherapy, so her senses were going like this. They were just from one extreme to the other. So we waited, or I waited 3 days, and I called him. I said, look, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I said, I had to go buy 2 window air conditioners to cool down my wife's bedroom and the living room where she could stand it. I said, she's going through chemo, and if you know anything about chemo, her senses are just heightened. Well, we're sorry, we'll see what we can do. That afternoon they had a guy come and put it in a new motor. And I said, I have a question. Where was the motor? Well, it was in Atlanta. We didn't have one here. And you waited 3 days, us putting up with this sweltering heat? Well, I didn't have anybody could go get it until today. I said, why don't you say something to me? I'd have gone and got it. But anyhow, the owner of the company said, look, I'm very, very sorry. I understand your situation. And if anything like this ever happens and you need to talk to somebody, here's my phone number. You call me. I'll get it taken care of. Well, I have called him one time. It quit. I opened the back of it up, and you can see that a capacitor had expanded. The top bubbled up. So I called him to him and said, hey, unit's gone out. Got a bad capacitor. He said, how you know? I said, I looked at it. You can tell when a capacitor bubbled up that it's bad, bubbled out, it's bad. Okay, he sent a guy over in about an hour, put a new capacitor in it, fired it right back up. But the units, we've had the unit over 10 years now. And it's been really, really good. It's a carrier. Keeps us cool. Dual
KDog013 said, that was nice of him to give you his number.
Yeah.
Shoot2K God said, I am going to check K on the smoker.
I'll tell you what, Brett, just go in and get the meat out of the refrigerator, put it on a plate on the counter, and let it start warming up to room temperature, please. So when we get ready to put the meat on there, it'll be at room temperature, which will be a couple hours. That smoker will hold that temperature till tomorrow. Because those big charcoal at the bottom, the big chunks, once they get lit,
Shoot2K God
burn a long time.
said, okay.
Okay, buddy, thank you. Oh, we got us another nice fish. Or at least a good fighting fish. That's my youngest son. He's 28. He still lives with us.
KDog013 said, yeah, better to start with the meat at room temp.
Yep. Easier to control the cooking time. This is only my second attempt at smoking meat. Better put meat in there. I did a pork loin a couple weeks ago. Man, was it good. Holy smoke. I actually did 2 of them. There we go. Thank you. Look at that XP. 58 grand. Yes, yes, yes.
I took them out.
You did who?
I took them out.
Took what out?
You said to take them out of the refrigerator?
Yeah, and just put them on a plate on the...
They're already on a plate.
Oh, okay. Just put them on the counter.
They're on the counter.
Thank you, son. What do you think could be wrong with my bit rate, son? See, look at it.
Clear this for a second. Whenever you get a chance.
Do what now?
Clear this for a second. Just...
KDog013
Okay, what now?
said,
Just
I smoked a ton of cheddar cheese over the winter. Man, is that good. Gonna have some on a burger tonight.
Awesome. Do what, son?
Just minimize it. And I'm gonna look at your actual Streamlabs for a second. Scroll down here. I'll have to mess with it later.
Okay. Later, Gator.
Yeah.
That sounds good, K-Dog. That sounds good. I don't remember if my motor's running. Oh, must be running. You know, no matter where I fish, what if I get 2 identical rigs and put them out there, and the fish will seem to prefer one or the other. I don't understand that either, but they do.
KDog013 said, it's really good shredded over some nachos as well.
That's what my buddy Brett would like. I tell you, probably really good over chili mac too. I like chili mac. Make my own can of chili and take one of those boxes that, you know, little elbow macaroni, bowl of macaroni, and then when I strain the macaroni, I leave, you know, half a cup or cup of moisture in there, water in there. Put the chili in there with it still good and hot. I don't even have to heat it back up. It's at a good eating temperature then. The chili gets hot because of the water and the noodles, the macaroni. Won't eat cold food.
KDog013
Don't like cold food.
said, yeah, that sounds good too.
Or Frito pie. I bet that'd be good on Frito pie too. Sky high Frito pie. Got us another good fish on here.
KDog013 said, not on a day like today though, LOL.
Oh, it wouldn't taste too good on ice cream, would it? I discovered something. I went to look at a lawnmower by it, I don't know, about 40, 50 miles north of me here. I didn't buy the lawnmower. It just, everything was right until I got on it and rode it, and it had a little squeak, 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 squeak. I don't know if it was a bearing or what. I don't like, you know, I don't like to buy somebody else's problems. Used mowers. Now this is a guy that would buy them and whatever's wrong would fix them and then resell them. Well, he hadn't run across that yet until I got, I'm 300 pounds. He's about maybe 200, 195. So I put a little more stress on bearings and whatever when I get on something like that. But anyhow, I didn't buy it. So I had Claire with me. She likes to ride. So I come back down from Etowah and stopped at the food city there, get us a snack, and got her some kind of meat. I forgot what it was, dog food or something. Anyhow, got her something to eat, and was looking, thought I'd get me a thing of ice cream to cool down, a little pint of ice cream. They had Little Debbie ice cream. Now I don't mean a whole lot to a lot of people, but I retired from Little Debbie. I didn't even know they had a packing company that put out Little Debbie. Well, they sure did. And it comes in multiple flavors. The one I found out that my favorite is chocolate chip cookie. I didn't even know they made chocolate chip cookies. They must make it in one of their other factories, other than what I know of. But they have oatmeal cream pie, strawberry cream, nutty bar, several flavors. Well, I got me 2 of the Crunch Bar and ate one for lunch there, and they were 99 cents. I should have bought every one they had. Somebody priced them wrong. They're supposed to be $3.49. So I come back here to Chattanooga and put it in the freezer, and then later on got out and ate, then went to the store to see if I could get some more. And they had some, but just not a big inventory. And they were $3.49. But they were buy one, get one free, which was kind of nice. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. Look at that. 67,000. That's a nice one. Thank you.
KDog013 said, I have Little Debbie here but not ice cream. Got some oatmeal cream pies at home.
Those I would not eat. If you knew what was, like I said, that's where I retired from. If you knew what was used to make them, and I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get sued by the company, but believe me, I would not eat oatmeal cream pies. That's all I'll say about that. The Nutty Buddy bars, fudge round.
KDog013 said, thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. It's not a healthy snack, believe me. But the fudge rounds and the peanut butter bars, nutty bars, they're never touched by human hand. And fish out the other day, but they're clean. They're good snacks. And they're little, what do they call them? Little bites or whatever. The little mini muffins. They're packed by another company, so I know they should be good sanitary. Because you don't have to do anything but dump those out and let the machines put them in, count them, put them in the little bags. But when I had a job there, I'd go back in shipping and learn where everything is stacked in shipping, and they would bring extra stuff. ESD, Environmental Service Department, would bring up their responsibility was to stack the snack trays, the snack shelves in the break room. Now you can eat all you want. You can bring them home, but you can eat all you want there. But anyhow, I found out where they would, back in a corner, out of a lot of people's sight, is where they stocked the brain just went totally dead. Pecan pies. The little pecan pies. And I'd get a couple cases of those and break them up and put them on snack shelves. And they would stay there. We're talking about a case would disappear in 5 minutes. People loved them. And then people, I'd be standing there watching, they started to get 5 or 6. I said, no. That's not what they're here for. They're here, you can have 2 or 3, because they get them, take them, put them in their locker. I said, no. We're going to share. They give me a dirty look, but they would. They put the rest of them back and just get 2 or 3 of them and then walk away with them. Da-da-dee. Mall Dropper was on here on my stream here last week, and she said that she downloaded this game onto her laptop and said that didn't work too well because it took 12 fingers and 4 hands to do everything she needed to do to play the game on the laptop. And I was going to suggest next time she come in to stream to get her a mouse that she could put on her laptop via USB, and that'd make it a whole lot easier, because that's where most of your controls are, is with a mouse. Of course, you do the shift and stuff to cast and everything else. I cast with a mouse. I can cast with my space bar. Mouse is a little easier. But you have to hit the R key to do this. Have to hit the A key to raise your rank, or at least that's what I got them set up for. E key to get the motor going. R key, get back down there. And then when a fish strike, you have to hit shift, whatever the rod holder it is that the fish is on, to get your fish up. But then the rest of it, other than putting it back down in the rod holder, getting up here, stopping, putting your anchor down, and putting it back down there. That's all done on the keyboard. But now fighting a fish is done with a mouse. And she said that was the hardest part. So if she can get a mouse hooked up wireless or wired, hooked up to her laptop, she'd be ahead of the game then and could play it. Thought that fish is bigger now. Don't matter, it's XP, ain't it? A trophy, it is a little bigger than I thought it'd be. Didn't fight very hard though, did it? My bad eyes. Had cataract surgery. All my life, my eyes have been bad. And the glasses that I wore were thick. They magnified everything. I forget what that's called, far-sighted, nearsighted, whatever. But everything was magnified so I could see it better. Well, when he put the new lens in, it went the other way. Now it makes everything further away. And it's just strange. The lenses are smaller, lighter. And I'm not complaining about that. Of course, I still don't see very well. And with a blood clotting in my left eye, doesn't help things either. So I tell people I'm blind in one eye and can't see out of the other. I've been saying that all my life. Now it's true. Oh, Lordy. But my left eye is when I got several years ago. Gosh, it's been 12 years now. Got hit with a ricochet line drive hard ball hit in a batting cage, and it put me on my knees. And I was on a chair. Man, it just put me down on my knees. It hit me so hard. But it ricocheted off of one of the posts, upright posts, and it come right around the L screen I was behind and hit me in the eye. Man, it hurt. Wound up putting me in the hospital for 4 days. Ophthalmologist Dr. Tin was doing what he could to save my vision in that eye. The pressure was building up so high. Dr. Tin, he was a good Christian young man.
KDog013 said, I bet, sounds pretty painful.
Boy, it was. After the game, I called my wife, told her what happened. I said, I'm going to drive home. Or Brett was 16 years old, but he didn't have a driver's license. I'm going to let Brett drive. She said, no, you can't let him drive. I said, well, I can't drive. I can't hold my head up. The pressure is so high. So we were in Cleveland, and I drove to the outskirts of town to a movie theater lot, and they met me there. And Kelly drove the truck the rest of the way home. And I was hurting. I had a shin splint, line drive in a batting cage. Kids were 9 years old, hit a line drive and hit me flush on my right shin, cracked the bone. Didn't break it. Man, it had a knot come up as big as the baseball, about half an inch away from the, protruded from a skin, my shin. Man, you talk about sore. Ooh-wee. I was done for the rest of that day. I wasn't going to pitch any more batting practice. But I wasn't behind an L screen. 9-year-old kid ain't supposed to hit a ball that hard. There's a little Spanish kid. Boy, he sure did though. He hit it hard. I'm sorry. The Muddy, you didn't do it. Keep hitting the ball like that. That was great. Why would I fault a kid for something that was my fault? If I'd have been behind the L screen like I probably should have been in the first place, it wouldn't have happened. So it wasn't his fault, it was my fault. 8-year-old kid was batting, and you lob him in for the 8-year-old. And I lobbed in. He smacked me right in my unmentionables. Boy, put me on my knees, then on my forehead. They come out. You okay? You okay? You okay? I don't know. Help me back to the dugout. I had to sit out for about 2 innings. I went back in pitching again, but whew, it brought tears to my eyes. I'm telling you, you know what I'm talking about, fellas. It brought tears to my eyes. Oh. But then when I first came back in, the next kid I pitched, one of my assistant coaches' name, the boy's named Ronnie. Second pitch, whap, his first home run. And Ron had been pitching, took my place on the pitching mound. And then when it was Ronnie's turn to bat, he said, I can't pitch to him. I strike him out all the time. I said, okay, I'll come back in. Second pitch, bam. So he comes and said, I'm glad you was pitching. I said, yeah. Do-do-do. Come on in. I'll put some more hickory chips on the smoker that I smoke. And I put them on there one time and they blazed up fire. I mean fire. I had to get water and douse the chips so Wouldn't burn the meat. That was a first. So again, I did something wrong without knowing it. Are you gonna make this? Must be a nice uni. Or another yellowfin. Big yellowfin, come on. Come on in here. Come on in here, big feller. Come on. You're mine now. Come on. Don't you go back out there. Come on. There we go. What are you? What are you? There you go. A trophy. It's a 584-pound trophy. I still like the XP though. See, now I'm about halfway. So we've done pretty good today. I'm pleased with the effort. Ta-da-dee. 580-pound trophy. Wow. Big fish, big fish. So now if you don't know, you know where to fish here. Or you can, I'll post the video this afternoon and you can go back and write down the GPS location that I showed in the beginning. You can catch the fish with smaller rigs, with a casting, the biggest casting rig you can get when you get here. But you're going to lose, like I would have lost that fish using a casting reel because it doesn't have the retrieve that the spinning reel does. Da-da-dee. 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 The spinning reel at level 100 has a higher drag capacity but a slower retrieve, which is, I sent a message to Recon on Discord. I said that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Why would he not? Who's we got over there? Why would you not want, you know, you spend all your time to get to that level and then use lower level equipment? I don't know. Don't make a lot of sense to me. Doo-doo-doo. I'm going to fish here about another 20 minutes. Then I'm going to start hooking those pork chops and get out of here. All you viewers that are new to my stream, welcome. Welcome to my family-friendly stream. Come and stay, fish. Always couple of my sayings. One of us learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. Another one is PPP. Practice, patience, persistence will produce. Da-da-dee. But that's with about anything, isn't it? Yeah, that one's on there. Da-da-da. Da-dee-dee. Da-da-dee. Da-da-da. Yeah, when I get off here, I'm going to have to restart the game, see if my chat window comes back. That's a first. But that's why Big Daddy used to have me testing new lakes, because he called me Bob the Bug Finder. If there's a bug in this game, I'd find it, or he'd find me. And when you're testing, that's what you want. For the last two waterways, though, they have not allowed me to do any testing. Oh, don't know if they didn't like the fact that I could find the problem that they created, or what. But they didn't want me to test. But that's okay. But see, when you test, they give you the DLC for that waterway. So, see, they would have given me the DLC for this, so I'd already had the big boat. That would have been nice. But I don't like to spend with tax. It's gonna cost $65 for the DLC for me. I'm on a fixed income. $65 is a lot of money. I did have one of the people say that they would give me the DLC because what I've done for the game, blah blah blah, and I said no, that's not right. I didn't test it, and that's not right to the other players. That if you can't give everybody one, it's not fair just to give me one. So I declined. Not patting myself on the back, just trying to be realistic about the whole thing. So I'm back out of where I need to be, aren't I? Let's turn around and go back the other way. Let's turn around and go back the other way. Oh, there's two big fish. Running away, running away, running away. And I wonder wonder why. Well, I did it again. She ran away, and I wonder where she will stay. Hey, my little runaway. Run, 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 run away. There we go. We'll find some fish here in a minute. Where's that island? That's where we want to try to go to. That's the wrong one. It's off the horizon. I can't see it. Oh well. Let's go this way. Get back over here in the catching lane. Yeah. Da da dee dee. Da 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 da. Then go back to where the fish be. Da da dee dee dee. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Why? She ran away, and I wonder where she will stay. Now let's get the fish where the lures are. How about that? Okay. I helped at the academy we have at our church put snack packs together for kids at local schools Tuesday, and one of the ladies that was helping, she's an Elvis fanatic, and I like to do something like I like to sing and just occupy myself. And one of the other ladies said, "Sing her some Elvis." She's an Elvis nut. And I said, "I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you." She said, "You doing all right?" I said, "Yeah. I sing to please me. I don't sing to please anybody else." And then I said, "What about the Elmer Fudd version?" I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Elmer Fudd. I know I ain't got a lick of sense. That's okay. The decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. Oh well. I know. You used to wish you could sing, now you wish I could sing. Da-da-dee-dee-dee. Da-da. Do-do-do. I'm going to catch 3 more fish, then I'm going to get out of here. If I catch 3 more fish, that would be nice. Just one, there's one. But I have enjoyed entertaining y'all. That's not what I wanted. That's what that fish gonna get off. I'll get back down here. There we go. And I appreciate you allowing me to share my stream with you and to be entertaining somewhat. But thank you for coming and joining me in my stream. And I hope some of y'all that needed your drops can get them. Come on, get in here. Come on. There we go. One. So I have to look at the gun well to see which rod I got in my hand. And I don't remember what I picked up. It's been longer than 2 seconds ago. See if I could tap that arrow and it would be consistent, so that I just tap it 1, 2, 3 times and I'd have a 3% of my trolling rate, which is about 5 knots. But it doesn't. Sometimes I tap it 3 times, it goes to 4, sometimes it goes to 5, sometimes it goes to 2. So that's why I have to use my magnifying glass to see what it's doing. Da da dee 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 dee. Da 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 dee dee. Dee dee dee. See, those are deeper. Dee 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 dee. Da da dee. And this lure's not heavy enough to get down there, so I have to. No, that's not what I want. Come back out of the fishing lane and get back in there again. Da da dee dee dee. Of course, that's the way I drove, wasn't it? It's nobody's fault but mine. Da da dee dee dee. Dee dee da dee 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 dee. They go completely away from where I want to be fishing. Da 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 dee. Dee dee. Doo doo doo. We'll get there in a minute. Or 2. Or 2. Oops, kind of helped it raise anchor, wouldn't it? Yep. Sure enough. Do 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 do. We get there. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. There we go. Let's go with that. Do, 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 do. Da, do, 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 do. Da, da, dee, 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 dee. 1 o'clock in the morning. We're in a low peak. Get us a better time. There we go.
Jambo Houdat
Hey, Jambo.
said, "Put that thing in gear and move it."
You did it again. You come on just about the time I'm fixing to get out of here. I said I was going to catch 2 more fish. Now I'm going to go put my pork chops. I'm going to marinate some 1 or 3/4 inch pork chops. Not marinate. Smoke today, Jambo. So the smoker it's already heated up. I got to put a pan of water in there. So it's finished getting the smoker ready, in other words. But last week when I streamed, you come on just as I was getting off. Jumbo's been on with me for a long, long time. He won 2 of my hats when I was giving them away in a stream. One of them's still white and the other's kind of yellow, yellowish green. He's running down the bayou in his boat and it flew off his head. And that bayou water is anything but clean. It made that hat yellowish green. I think that's hilarious. So now you got one of each color. Okay, 1 more fish and I'm out of here, y'all. Oh, yeah. Unless it's a little old bitty dinky thing, then we might go for 1 more.
Jambo Houdat said, "Nice. What's the address and time they will be ready?"
BR 549, second Tuesday next week. You kept saying when you travel up this way, you're going to give me a holler, come by and drink a cup of coffee or something. Another fairy tale, huh? Now, you just can't hardly go anywhere from the north to the south, or from the south to the north without coming through Chattanooga. Now, see, that's a
Jambo Houdat said, "Thursday is my morning meetings day.
okay.
Sometimes they are quick and other times they go on and on." Jambo Houdat said, "Today was a day they went on and on."
I had a buddy of mine that had a job with a big Ford dealership here in town. Month after month, he won every contest they ever had. I mean, he really put a lot into his endeavor as a salesperson. I mean, he would go to nightclub, beer joints, whatever, hand out his card. He'd go down there on a weekend, bring one of the convertible Mustangs up near the bar they had across so people couldn't steal the vehicles, and put the top down.
Jambo Houdat said, "Yet I haven't had a chance to travel that way yet."
But he'd put the top down, turn the music up loud, and just walk the lot. And when people stopped by to check things out, he'd give them a business card. You ever get ready to buy a car, come see me. But he won trips to Hawaii, Alaska. He won all kinds of trips. Well, they had a standing policy. Every Monday morning was a sales meeting. Well, he spent his time on the weekends out drumming up business, and he didn't feel like he needed to go to a sales meeting. They needed to let him teach him how to sell. So he wouldn't go to a sales meeting. Well, after about 9 months, the sales manager came to him and said, if you don't show up at the next sales meeting, don't bother coming in. Well, he did that next weekend. He did the same thing he always did. And Monday morning, supposed to be there at 8 o'clock, that sales meeting, he didn't go. So that sales manager called and said, don't bother showing up. You don't work here no more. Now, that's kind of like what's going on with our president right now. He's kind of like cutting off his nose to spite his face. Just like that emergency food supply that they've got. $500,000 worth. And it's going to cost them, and they got nothing in. It's already paid for. Well, it's going to cost them $100,000 to go get rid of it, to destroy it. That's cutting off your nose to spite your face. Why not just give it away? Come and get it. Send a government representative. Now this is overseas. Send a government representative to come and get it. We'll give it to you. That costs nothing but $100,000 to get rid of it. Oh, politicians, I tell you. Nobody said they had to be bright. Just said they had to be able to say one thing and mean something else. Okay, y'all, this is number. Okay, that trophy, that's a good one to quit on for a while. Alrighty, I'm out of here. I gotta go get my pork chop started. So thank y'all for joining me on my stream. I appreciate you very much. So, I guess that's about it. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Later on, either tomorrow or Saturday, I'll be the next level. And I'll just keep on grinding. So I hope if you needed your drops, I hope you got them. If not, just jump on somebody else and use the rest of your time. Show them some love, and you wind up getting your drops. So that's about it. So there again, I appreciate y'all very much.
KDog013 said, "Take care, buddy. Enjoy your chops."
Thank you, K-Dog. Appreciate it. I got over 600 videos on YouTube, for anywhere from beginners to advanced. So take a look. Give me a follow if you'd be so kind. You say give me a sub. I don't want no subs. Follows. I'm sorry.
Jambo Hoodad said, "Have a good time with the chops."
Thank you, Jambo. Go get me some gator tail and bring it. That's what I'd like you to do. I like to smoke some gator tail. I bet that'd be good. But anyhow, that's a story with a horse of a different color. But I'm gone. So remember, learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. And PPPP, practice, patience, persistence will produce. See, Nikon, we said it was 3 P's. It's 4 P's. We forgot to produce P, didn't we? It will produce. So y'all take care. Stay well. Be safe. God bless you and your family. And I'll catch you next time around. So this is Double Talk 73, your fishy friend, saying happy trails to you till we meet again. Y'all be safe and happy. Bye.